That is the Big Mac, right? Did you know that there are 3 sizes of Big Macs now? I kid you not. There's the Little Mac, which is about like that. There's the regular Big Mac, which is about like that. And then there's the Super Big Mac. Super Big Mac has 2 quarter-pound hamburgers in it. Martin Luther King was assassinated in '68. The first Big Mac goes on sale at McDonald's costing 49 cents. Now, if you take 49 cents in 1968 and adjust for inflation through 2020, how much would 49 cents be worth now? About $3.59. How much does a Big Mac cost now when it's not discounted or 2 for 1? $3.59. Is that unbelievable? So in other words, the value of money has changed, but the Big Mac's price has really not changed in 40 years plus.
Run right out.
Boeing 747 made its maiden flight. 911 service starts in the U.S. We had a major flu epidemic called the Hong Kong flu pandemic worldwide. I was sick, and probably most of you were sick at some point during that late summer through the end of winter. Why do they call it the Hong Kong flu? That's where it started, in Hong Kong. And in Vietnam, U.S. soldiers were involved in a massacre of men, women, and children at a little village of My Lai. There was Lieutenant Calley and Captain Medina. Lieutenant Calley served some time in the brig for his role in it, and when he was released with a dishonorable discharge, he spent the rest of his life as an insurance salesman. Captain Medina was demoted and lost rank. Obviously he lost rank. He lost some pay too. There was the Prague Spring in Czechoslovakia. Does anybody remember what that was all about? There was an election, and a guy named Alexander Dubček, was elected and became the prime minister, and he rescinded all of the restrictions on the population. Freedom of assembly was allowed, freedom of speech was allowed, freedom of association was allowed. That lasted for about 12 weeks, and then the Soviets came in with tanks and put a quash on it. And lastly, Bobby Kennedy was assassinated. Okay, here we go. The 5 top songs from the year 1968. We got Hey Jude, the Beatles. That was not the original title of this song. And anybody know the original title? It was Hey Jewel, J-U-L-E. He was singing it to Julian Lennon, John Lennon's son by his first marriage. That marriage was breaking up, and Paul McCartney, who sings Hey Jude, was supposed to be singing it to Julian Lennon, but as it turned out, the flow of the words was just not quite right, so he changed it to Hey Jude. Then an instrumental, Love is Blue by Paul Moriarty and his orchestra, Honey, Bobby Goldsboro, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding, and People Gotta Be Free, the Rascals. Now, I'm going to play Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. What bay was it? San Francisco Bay. Where was the dock? The dock was in Sausalito, California, on the other side of the bay from San Francisco, across the Golden Gate Bridge. What was the last venue where Otis Redding played a gig before he passed away in a plane crash?
What's that?
The last place that he played at was at Leo's Casino in Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow.